take two.
Take two. We have been talking for 3 minutes. We literally went through the start of the show, asked a question, talked about so many things, and I'm looking at the chat, and I'm like, why is nobody answering our question? And then I saw something by Leo that said they're not usually late, and I was like, we're on time. What are you talking about? I hit the countdown. I hit the banner at the bottom, but I forgot to hit go live, which is hilarious.
And we were doing good.
Dude, we were flowing.
In the zone.
We were going.
For nobody.
Yeah, it was like you're going to have to believe me on this. It was like our most polished start of all time. It's, oh my gosh. So back in the day, we used to have a really bad camera, Sam and I, and we'd film, and sometimes it would overheat in the middle of filming, and it would fry all of the film. We'd have to refilm, and Sam would get so mad because she's like, I just gave my candid reaction, and you're going to make me try to do that again?
Yes.
That's exactly what it felt like. So, oh my goodness. Hey, take two. This is how we're starting here. We got this. Beard Advice Live. Welcome, you guys. We are live every Monday, almost exactly at 9 p.m. Eastern, every Wednesday at almost exactly 9 p.m. Eastern. Today was a little bit late, but we were going. We were talking. Everything was flowing here. My name's Dan. This is the Mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Great, just like I was 5 minutes ago. It feels like you're going to get bored of me saying it. No, doing great. 10 out of 10 tonight. All things considered, I love my Wednesdays. I love the energy. I love getting to be here with you guys, talking beards, talking Mountain Dew, which is one of our little traditions here. We went to OG regular today. And talking beef jerky. We got some of the Matador. And you got the Jack's Links Wild.
Yeah, finish up that one
from last week.
Yep. So, guys, I just want to say thank you for being here. One of the best things about Beard Advice Live is we get to hang out beforehand and talk about school, but usually more so content creation. Just want to say, buckle up, 2022. We have some huge things for this channel, new layers. It's literally going to skyrocket, you guys, and a lot of people talk like that, but we actually mean it. We prove it on a regular basis. Sincerely, thank you to everybody that supports this platform, supports this channel. One way you guys can support this right now, for free, will not cost you a penny. It's just simply hitting a thumbs up on the video. We had a full, probably minute discussion about YouTube not having dislikes anymore. Hey, just so you know, you can hit the dislike, it just doesn't show. But if you could do us a favor, hit that thumbs up. It is absolutely greatly appreciated. I'm gonna hit you guys with a question, and then the mayor's gonna explain what we do on the show, because a lot of you know, but people find this in the future and may not know. So my question for you is, after a long, hard day, whether it's at work, whether it's tending to the kids, whether it was stressful, what is your drink of choice as a pick-me-up? You just want to sit down. You just want to have that beverage. For me, it is literally the OG Mountain Dew or Code Red Mountain Dew. Either one will work. Cold. Today is nice and cold. Super excited. Get ready here. Oh, yeah. So for me, it's Mountain Dew. Mayor, what about you?
For me, it is Mountain Dew or Cherry Coke. I can drink a Cherry Coke is almost like I can forget that I'm drinking it and it's gone, and I get sad. Like Mountain Dew's kind of the same. That's what happens with the show is you get into the show and you get into Mountain Dew and you don't realize how fast it goes, and then just like to high school boyfriend and girlfriend, you're gone. It's gone out of your life forever. You've already drank it.
Yeah.
Not that you would drink your
whatever.
You know what I mean.
So Mayor, as the people are putting their answer in the chat right now, what is this show all about for people who are new here or in the future? All
right, Beard Advice Live is just like it sounds. We ask the guys send in anything that they're wondering about as far as what should I do with this trim, this messed up trim. What do you guys think is a good shape for my face? What do you think of the haircut? What do I do? Any kind of question like that, we ask you that you send an email with a couple pictures to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Dan and I, throughout the week, usually this week was closer towards today or yesterday, we'll just get back to you and say, hey, you're going to be on the show. Or we might ask a clarifying question. Fancy teacher term. Ooh. Clarifying question. Can you tell me more about what you're wondering or all that? So, a lot of times guys are watching the show and they just send us some pictures, and that is great. And that's a lot of times the starting of a couple guys that we've had on several times on the show. Yeah, absolutely. And we promise not to differentiate your instruction. I had to match the... Level up.
I had to match the teaching term there. Awesome. Hey, shout out to TR. He said, I use your code to get Aberlite Go.
Thank you.
There you go, guys. And so if you guys are ever considering purchasing a Brio Beardscape trimmer or any of the Aberlite heated brushes, we do have links for the Mayor's affiliate in the description, as well as his codes. Both of those are a big part of that. The reason why those became affiliates is because they just naturally became a big part of this show. The Brio, both of us purchased with our own money. Aberlite, we had been using for over a year before the show began for me, and then the Mayor probably like the last 6 months, and it just kind of became a part of the show. So guys, if you guys have questions, please, beard questions, we're going to have segments today where you're going to be able to ask any beard questions you'd like. We're not trying to skip over those or go anything more than that. Brian, hey, how you doing, buddy? Hello to everybody that's out there. One thing that we want to, of course, we're always transparent and open here, want to bring up. We do know that there is the tragedy at a local school district to us. It, I believe, is about 25 miles from our current school right now. Oxford High School, of course, you all heard about it. Of course, you all saw it on the news. I do know people there. I'm sure the mayor knows. I have a buddy of mine who we actually had our bachelor parties together. We got married on the same day and everything. He is the head football coach there. He was at the building. One of his players was killed in the shooting. How are we doing? Man, it's a gut shot. It's nothing that anybody wants to see. And it doesn't matter if it's local. It doesn't matter if it's in Florida. All of them are terrible. As a teacher, as both of us are parents that have kids in school.
As a parent, it's worse.
Yeah, it really is.
As a parent, it's worse when I look at it from that lens.
As a teacher, I feel like I have some control. At our school, we're very fortunate. We have amazing procedures for this, and I'm not just saying that. You guys know I will say however I feel. We have amazing procedures, and I feel very confident in our school. But yeah, man, absolutely terrible, absolutely sad and tragic, and yeah, it's not very far from us at all. It's only about 20-25 minutes away. So as good as can be in a terrible situation, we're okay where we are at, but we definitely feel for the situation. A lot of people reached out, said, hey, Dan, I know it's close to you. How's everybody doing? So, yeah, thanks for reaching out. And absolutely, man, the heart goes out. It was terrible. I don't even know the proper word for it, but coincidentally, the same day, a couple hours before that, we had a drill for a lockdown. Not related to it whatsoever, just a practice drill. So, yeah, it was really, really terrible.
It is, you don't send your kid to school. You send them to school because they're going to come back.
Right.
And if we can't do that, we got to figure out how to.
Yep.
And it makes me like a little upset to hear about it, just to think about it.
Yep. And we obviously do not get political on this show, but everybody agrees, like, this should never happen. You should never have the lives of students. It should be about safety. So, agreed. Hopefully something happens. Hopefully some changes come about and we make sure stuff like this never happens again. I do believe there's a way to make that happen. I'm not somebody that's going to chalk it up to, these things happen. We can do better for kids. So yeah, shooken up. We had to have special staff meetings to go over it. We had counselors on scene for our students. We have students that have cousins that were there, cousins that were actually killed in the shooting at our school. So yeah, it's a lot.
It's a tough day when you got to wear your global pandemic mask down to the emergency meeting before school about the school shooting down the road. That's the sentence I never wanted to say.
And the mayor texted me that today, and that really hit home. You got to put on your pandemic mask to go to a meeting on how to help your students grieving for a mass shooting down the road at another school. Whew. Yeah, that kind of sums up what it's like to be a teacher in 2021. There's pretty much everything outside of teaching is your main task right now, which is unfortunate, but hey, we're up for the task, we're up for the job, we're gonna do the best for our students and make the learning, make it a safe, secure place. So absolutely tragic. If anybody ever has questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we definitely wanted to make sure we address that. So Amrit, thanks for asking in a great way. But yes, absolutely. And another thing that people are definitely gonna ask about on a brighter note, what up, Paul, is about the mayor. So
of course, Hype Stark knows. Hey guys, I wonder if he just checks in every day to see what I'm doing. Yeah, this is the result of No Trim November.
Yeah, so No Trim November. The mayor grew it out, didn't touch the mustache, didn't touch the beard, It is December 1st. Mayor, what is the update? What's going on? What happened today, yesterday?
I finally went and got a fresh cut.
With your lady?
Yeah, same place, different lady. Just because I just kind of walked in more or less.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do that instead of trying to schedule it out far. Maybe that was the mistake I was making. But all I done then was clean up the fade into the hairdo, which was, I had her do a pretty low, I think it's a 1 or a 2. And then I personally used my Brio. I said I had him not touch the beard at all because she was talking about cleaning up the neckline, and last time it's just catch up. You have to do so much catch up on that. It's not worth it. So anyways, I did the Brio and I just used like the 18 millimeter guard and just kind of took away some of the craziness. I'm not gonna say scuba trim, but it was just in that area, and then I didn't touch anything here. And just scissor trim the mustache to keep it even because I was getting like some little areas of some high flyers.
And to be clear, a scuba trim is a perfectly acceptable trim if you do not have plans to go big in the future. And as of right now, correct me if I'm wrong, the mayor does not have that's not a goal of his right now. He hasn't ruled anything out. But I don't think you're saying, hey, I want to go big with the beard.
If you were to read my diary, you would read that I already think it is.
Already big?
Big
it is.
for me, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, man, yeah, I'm digging it. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, man? One of the big employees from Live Bearded Ray here, and a literal stand-up comedian. He's going around and doing tours and stuff in the Arizona, Phoenix area, so super cool. But yeah, the beard's looking good. And guys, we have entire slide segments dedicated to questions, but I'll take this one from Vado right now because he is a Hall of Famer in terms of support. Do you need to cut out coffee when taking biotin completely? The good rule to follow is no caffeine an hour before or an hour after consuming biotin. That's about how long it's going to take your body to absorb it, kind of clear everything out. So no coffee an hour before or after biotin. Another common question I get is, what about alcohol? Because I recommend taking it before your last meal. Alcohol, I've not found any research or any studies that have shown that is conflicted with B7 at all. Caffeine, 100% fact does. Your body can only process one of those two at a time, and caffeine's gonna win every time. So you don't have to cut it out completely, right? I take biotin. I took it with dinner. We had our dinner. We eat early in our family because I'm hungry when I go home from work. So we eat dinner about 4:30. So I cleared my hour afterwards. I'm good to go. So no, you do not have to cut it out completely. So yeah,
we totally did that with little kids. You move up that dinner time. You can move up the bedtime. You can have a little time in the end of the day for yourself.
Huge.
It's a
Huge.
baller move.
You need it.
Control what you can in your family.
Yes, you need it. And GS, does B7 affect sleep? No, not anything that I've ever seen. Mr. Bearded Wolverine, go blue, baby. He said, I tried trimming once, messed it all up. I'll never trim again. Hey, and this is super interesting because a huge part of this show has been built on barbers butchering beards, on like absolutely tearing up beards. If you found a good barber, that's amazing, so valuable. In the chat, please let us know. Do you trim your own beard or do you go to a barber for your beard? I don't think we've ever asked that one. So that would be a good Monday one. I'm coming back to it. But let us know. Mr. Wolverine goes to a barber and gets his beard trimmed. What about you? I trim my own beard. I let a barber touch it once. Did a fine job. Not as good, but did a fine job. I'll never let a barber touch my beard again, though. This is all me. I'm gonna keep this to myself.
You're very particular, obviously, and it is kind of what you're due. So I get that.
Yeah, yep. And I am particular in all aspects of life. I'm very self-aware. I can admit that, and I'm fine with that. And some people I know just want to go. They just want to get it done. They want to get out of there. And if you have somebody you can trust, that is amazing.
Leo says he trimmed it since COVID. I wonder how many guys that's the case. They kind of make it or break it time. You gotta get that Brio or whatever you're using and learn the ropes. And probably a good investment of practice and time if you can get a routine down that you like.
Oh, and we have not talked about this in quite a while, and that actually gives me a good segue into something in a second here. OG Fitzroy says, I'm going to go to a new barber this weekend, so nervous. We do have a resource for you that could help. It may not. It depends on your area. But Mayor, if somebody is trying to find, like Jerry says, I trim my own, struggling to find a reliable barber here, break down what is a resource we would recommend for guys that are trying to find a good beard barber.
All right, so what we've done is we have a Facebook group called Command's Corner, and it's on Facebook. It's about 6,200 guys, and what we've done is open up, hey, do you have a good beard barber or someone you trust with your beard in your area? Who is it? And so they type in the address, the contact info, and then it gets pinned to a little map, which you guys can click the link and you get to a map of the world, and you can spin it to where you are and see if there's anything locally that you might want to check out.
Absolutely. What's that group again?
I need to update that again because I need to go back and check because it wasn't automatically uploading the submissions. So I need to make a note to go back. If you've put one in there, if you're in the Facebook group, Command's Corner, if you've put one in there recently, I would say that you are, it might not be up, and I need to go through and do that. So I will make myself a note. It doesn't take much time. It's supposed to auto update, but let me tell you a little story about a guy named Sposta.
Supposed to.
I was supposed to go to work. I was supposed to do my homework, Mr. Lamba. That kind of thing.
Yeah. And Brian asks a good question. Isn't it common practice to have specific goals when you go to the barber? It's 100% beneficial. I would say more specific the better. And even better than that, a picture or a video. Mm-hmm. Don't just tell them what you want. Show them. That is huge. If you go in and say, hey, I want a beard cleanup, you are opening the door to whatever that person is going to interpret it as. Man, woman, there's all sorts of barbers out there, all sorts of preferences. Show them. Do not tell them. You can tell them, but you need to show them as well. Mm-hmm. Now, Facebook group, Command's Corner, fantastic. We do have rules. Please make sure you read those before joining. It might not be your style. That's cool. No worries here. But we do have one thing that is dropped tonight officially. Our moderators in the group already have theirs. The mayor has his. We have a group exclusive, and we're going to post this all in the group and everything, but we have a group exclusive shirt that is going to be, I sent a link right now. It is available and ready to roll. This is the Command's Corner Beard Community, a place for positivity. Even if you're not in the group, it doesn't say anything about Facebook on here. If you just like the Monday night streams or anything, we have this ready to go, you guys. It is on the site. It is in the black and blue. The mayor helped design this. The mayor helped pick out the colors. This was kind of a mayor and Sam C collaboration, but it is ready, you guys. It is pretty dang awesome. Our moderators got a special badge on the side here that's got the little moderator badge, which is pretty cool. But yep, there's a link right there to the shirts, everybody. And Sam's shop is, and this is a good note for you too, Sam's shop is only open for 12 more days. Okay. So we want to make sure we get the word out there. Yep, her shop's only open for 12 more days because she is having a surgery in mid-December and is going to close it until kind of the start of the year. So just keep that in mind. The logo is on the front of this one. We do have some back logo shirts, but this one is on the front. So keep that in mind. And if you need it lower, Sam can lower the logo. My logo is much lower than the mayor's logo. So yep, keep that in mind. And
if you enjoy the group, it's one of the Facebook is free. Moderators put time to it. We put time into it. That's a great way to support.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
You know what else is wear that shirt out and have somebody say why what is that shirt all about? And you can tell them not only who Dancy is, but you can tell them about the Facebook group. Maybe you can get them into beards a little bit because, yes, we are the best, by far the best Facebook beard group. Yes,
Facts.
We are. But we are also one of the best groups on Facebook. I'm just going to say it. From my experience, we're a positive place. People like being there. The toxicity is something that we don't tolerate, and it makes a difference.
Yes. So, great question here by Ben. Do you have a video or anything on trimming up a beard style that has the mayor going? Hey, if you type in on YouTube, you can see there at the top for my search results. I just typed in business beard trim Dan C. Boom, look at that video up at the top here. And this is a business beard trim by the mayor himself. And he'll give you some great ideas. He's adjusted as we all do over the years and over the months. But it just is a really awesome option to be able to have. So yes, we absolutely do have that one. Just search business beard trim, or you can find the link in the chat right now. Cool. And then one more comment that I wanted to highlight that I really liked here. Molly says, I've seen the shirt in person, and yes, it's really cool. Thank you, Molly. That's fantastic. Awesome.
Married to the mod?
Married to the mod, yes, married to the mod. And so this is something that Sam has shared on our Instagram. I'm never going to talk in great detail about this, of course. It's kind of a personal thing. But just to, as always, be open and transparent, she's having a breast reduction surgery to alleviate some health problems with her back, with her shoulders. I'm sure you guys know, something that I've learned with this is it's very common. We have all sorts of people in our lives that I didn't even know had this surgery, and they've come out and reached out to Sam and said, I had that best decision I ever made in my life. So again, obviously, very personal thing, but just to be straight up honest, she's gonna have a breast reduction surgery for health reasons.
Yet another way that guys have it easier.
Yes,
Yeah, you
right.
know, I mean, that's the truth. We don't think about that.
Yeah, for sure. So that's something that she's wanted for a very, very, very long time, and I'm happy that we're able to do this. Unfortunately, it is out of pocket. Medical does not cover it. With our medical insurance, one of the other things about teaching, our medical insurance has gone downhill drastically.
Ain't what it used to be.
It's definitely not what it used to be, which is a bummer, but I'm excited to give her what she wants. And it is a very serious surgery. There's a lot to it, and it's a couple week recovery. There's so many things to that, but I'm there for her. I think that she's going to be doing really well. And I love this by Nathan. He says, if you haven't figured it out, just type in something you want to know about beards plus Dan C, and then you get it. That is the key thing. If you want to look up beard trims, you want to look up, just put Dan C at the end, and I will likely have a video about it. If I don't, reach out to me. That's my job to create that video. If you're wondering, that means somebody else is. That means another person is. I would love to make that video for you. Almost always.
That was, I was thinking about the Dancepedia, like some kind of thing. Did you catch that 8-Bit Christmas yet?
I started to watch it, and then the whole family's attention drifted way away from it.
Yeah, it might be a you and Sam kind of thing. I don't know, but I really enjoyed that. That was like, there were so many things that reminded me of being in school and being a kid back then that like are kind of ridiculous looking back. It was really fun. I enjoyed that one a lot.
Yeah. I'll probably check it out. Someone laughed at my trim today on Facebook. I would say I was heartbroken, but I didn't care. Dan Tommy, haters will hate. Yeah, absolutely. And I know a bunch of you got a kick out of the the wife that complained about her husband's beard and losing clients as a lawyer and stuff. Hilarious. A few people are like, dude, this seems like a troll and fake. No, I 100% believe it's a real wife that was actually typing that, which I'll be honest, when I saw that comment right away, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gold. Like I thought through the content creator's mindset. I was like, she just handed me amazing content.
Right.
And so,
thank you.
Yes, thank you. I do not mind the haters at all. I actually put that in my story today. There's no way you can have a YouTube channel that's continuously grown for 3.5 years and have thin skin. You just won't make it. And as the mayor said, you can't be a middle school teacher and have thin skin either. You got to be up for it and cut from the right cloth.
And sometimes the little comments are gonna be right on. And you know what? So what?
Right.
Let's move.
Right.
Move on.
And Russ is exactly right, guys. If you want to meet, I believe, breaking news, the mayor gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there.
Oh, guys. So the mayor, is Betsy gonna be there?
Betsy's gonna be there.
Awesome. The mayor, Betsy, children? No?
Children are gonna be there.
Super cool. My kids are gonna be there as well.
For a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. They come for a couple hours. Sam takes them and leaves, and then I'm there all night long. We have here the date of it. Is that what it was? March 30th? Does that sound right?
So. Wednesday.
So, yep. Russ says March 30th, 2022, we will be at Disney Springs in Orlando. Giant meetup. Last year we had, 6, 7 company owners. We had, throughout the night, 30, 40, 50 different beardsmen and family members stop in. So if you guys don't mind, stop in to see us. Or schedule around it, plan it. It's going to be really fun. Yep. And I will, guys. Thank you for all the kind comments. She's very excited, but very nervous. She's not the best with pain and that kind of thing, so she gets really kind of worked up, but she's had tears of joy about it too. So we're excited. So let's go ahead and hop into the show, guys. That was kind of a different start there, but we have about the exact amount for the show for the rest, so always calculated here.
And there will be time to talk this time. It's
Yes.
kind of a lighter show, so
Yep.
if you got that burning question, get it pre-typed out. I don't know if you do that. I'm kind of a nerd like that.
Yes, and Beard Wolverine is right. There's always, and I put this in my story, there's always an underlying issue why they're given that hate. It is almost always about some sad state of mind they're in, something going on in their life. And as I put in my story, 9 out of 10 times they come back and apologize, and I welcome with open arms. And for me, I have a whole video about haters. I just cut hate out of my life. If I see something that's drama, I see something that's hate, I just remove it. I don't argue with them. I don't try to correct them. I literally, if I'm on social media, I cut them out. If it's in real life, I cut them out. So that's my way.
Not Johnny Drama. You would hang out with him, right?
No.
Entourage. Johnny Drama. That was his name.
I was thinking of the cartoon guy. Who's that one? Johnny? Is that Johnny Drama? Yeah. Okay.
His
Entourage.
cartoon in
Johnny Drama?
Yeah, that was his brother.
Turtle?
That was his brother.
Oh yeah.
Right? He was older. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen every episode.
Yeah.
I loved that show. All right, let's get into it, guys. We have some advice as we go through. And guys, save your questions. We do have a slide for questions. Johnny Bravo, that was the other one.
All right, this is Sean P. So after hearing your advice last week, I chopped off the beard and decided to start fresh. Oh, I remember this one. I don't know where to trim the neck or the sides, so if you have any advice on that, I'd love your input. My goal is to end up with a big, full, long beard eventually. I also noticed, unfortunately, that when I trimmed it back, I have a bald, super short hair spot where that was not caused from the trimmer, so I'm not sure what's causing it or what I can do about it. I never noticed this bald spot before. Do you think before? And you should be able to see it underneath my chin on the neck. Pictures. Thanks again for all your advice.
Awesome. And if you guys were here last week, this is one of the things that I'm proud of on this show is we're always positive, we're always supportive, but we give real advice. We could make a whole show that just said, just keep growing. Hey, great beard, just keep growing.
Longer.
Right, longer is better. But we take pride in giving real advice within the realm of their goals, right? If somebody says, this is my goal, we try to give our advice catered to that. Sean, I will say, I did notice on your before pictures, I did notice that bald spot. Now, I know I'm correct. Sean had mentioned along the way some kind of battle with cancer, and I don't know if that bald spot has to do with that cancer. The reason why I didn't mention it, full disclosure, is because I thought it was related to the cancer. So I did not think it was right for me to bring it up, but he's bringing it up here, and here's Sean. So that was when I did notice that last week, okay? So here we go.
And I got to say in the chat, DJ, thank you. Both of those things are going to make you really happy.
Oh, wow, super cool. And I believe DJ's brand new. He hopped in on Monday on the stream. I believe his wife was in as well, and then hops over here. Super cool. Does the mayor have his hair different?
I did get it cut. I got it cut really short, so it might look a lot different.
It just has like a wave to it, which is cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's waving, wave back, guys. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So here we go with Sean, man. Awesome. Sean, thank you so much for sending in. We got the before. We got the after there. Essentially, and you're going to see on the next slide here, there was a big, there was a big gap, and you see right at that spot, right underneath that neck there. I do have this new feature up. One thing I'm going to miss is my pointer, so we might have to adjust and pop back to the other style there. But as you're looking at this, we have a couple of questions, and we're not going to be able to see for a second on here. I love the profile. Not profile. What's the face on view?
Front face? I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I love the front view.
Okay, the front view. And then DJ came in, he said, Asia says, hi, Dan. Hey, Asia. And that is how you pronounce it for anybody out there. Okay, said, no, it did not at first. I'll be looking into the cancer soon. Okay. No, it did not at first. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't follow that fully.
You're talking about the bald spot, the cause of it. I'm not sure. We definitely noticed it, though.
Yep.
Would that be... That's more than just kind of like, friction, right?
Yes, definitely.
But I don't feel like it's a deal breaker either because there's hair growth underneath and there's hair growth There's hair growth above.
Right.
And what does that mean? It means that it might take you a little longer, you might be a little thinner, but so what if you're thin in that spot? That's going to be an okay spot that we can, I think, deal with.
Absolutely. And sorry, guys, I had to switch it. I needed my pointer. We got to be able to point out some things. So here's the big thing with Sean. He started over. He's trying. And hello to everybody. Hello to Nick. Hello to Donnie. Thanks for everybody coming in tonight. JP, Ken, hello. Here's the big reason why we recommended this is this big gap that we had right here. Now, he wants to grow a long beard, but he would like to know what he needs to do for his neckline. Sean, we got a couple of options here. First thing is, I love this front view because you don't actually see much of the neck at all when you're looking square on. That's a great point. Once you lift up down here, I do see the neck, and I do see it overgrown for the style you have right now. Now, Sean, here's the easy answer. If you can take it, if you can handle it, just simply let it grow. It's not going to look the best for a couple months, but if you can handle it, let it grow. Now, me personally, I would not be able to handle that. I would have to clean it up, and my advice would be just kind of follow your ear, the ear line down right here, and then just curve to that spot on your neck where it kind of creases and bends, and that's going to be a pretty good spot for you to grow out. But it is a tough call. I'd also clean up back here. If you are going to clean up here, let's clean up all of it to kind of make it look kind of even there. Mayor, going for a big beard, what is your thoughts on the neckline?
Well, first of all, okay, for the neckline, I agree with you completely. I really, if you're concerned significantly that you're not going to be able to cover up the spots that doesn't grow hair as much, the more you leave, the better. But if you do need to clean up, I think Dan's line right down that side is perfect. Second thing I want to say is I want to give you a lot of credit because I didn't think of recommending this, because we have never really done like. You're like the biggest suggestion we've ever made.
I think so.
But I like how you left, and I saw in the profile that you kind of had the little swoop out here. But that's so key because this grows so darn slow. Ask anybody in there trying to fill in this spot. You left a good amount and try to just avoid the temptation to bring that little swoop out because as that grows longer, it's gonna drop, and then you've got that coverage already on a short beard style. Had you kind of chopped that down, you would be regretting it, and I would be regretting not having said something, but you intuited that, so good for you.
Awesome. And yeah, there's no right or wrong answer here, Sean. It's personal preference. Logan left his when growing it out. If you can get through that, you will never regret it. Your beard will be better than ever. Now, if you do trim the neckline along the way, it can catch up, it can get even. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And it depends on your style. If you were going to decide to rock this style and just leave it, I would have a more drastic line, and I would go right up here, right where this corner is. I would go right on that spot. But since you're growing, again, I would go down the ear line, and then I would come back to this point here. And then what that's going to do is going to take away this side profile. Because look, again, from the front, don't notice. Not a problem whatsoever. The only time when you really notice is when you lift up. How often are you doing that in life, and then also from that side view. So you got options. Options are always a good thing. We love having options when it's through.
And one more thing, if you're really feeling like I'm sure you are. You're feeling like when my dog Max comes back from the groomer and he's got his hair super short and he's all like shy about it. Consider getting the head hair. I'm not sure what your head hair looks like, but consider doing a little bit of a fade up. That's going to always make this look longer than it actually is. You can do a few things like that to adjust your head hair that makes your beard pop and kind of gives you that little shot of confidence to get through some of the more awkward stages that you're probably going to go through as we get back to that beautiful big beard.
Yeah, and a lot of guys are saying let it grow. I saw people in the chat like Matt saying that. I love this comment by Mike. Mike says it doesn't look bad. I think just let it go. So, yeah, absolutely. Brian says he digs the shorter beard here. It's cool, man. I'm super, super excited. Dan, my soldier's finally caught up with my beard. Yes, and that is the biggest point, is getting that backing, getting that support, letting those soldiers being able to keep up with the beard. So, man, super awesome, Sean. Thank you for sending in. Guys, this is a huge, huge, huge transformation, especially this look right here. And we probably have about 40 to 50 people that have not hit the thumbs up. If you guys don't mind, it is free, costs you nothing. Just consider hitting that thumbs up on the video right now. So, yes. He says, on the video, so in the video, Nick, all I say is I don't know. Nobody really does know. There's nothing that's out there in any kind of peer-reviewed journals or any medical studies on derma rolling. I defer to the people that have tried it. The people who have tried it, some have experienced good results, some have experienced no results, some have had negative results. So I do not know, and I'm perfectly fine with answering that. As a teacher, you learn throughout the years it's okay to say I don't know, right? I think most first-year teachers want to have the answer to everything or find a way around it. I don't know. I've never tried
It's
it.
whatever we're least confident in that we try to defend in it. And when you get a little confidence in teaching and you can say, you know what, that's over my head. That's high school stuff. Great question. And I'd love it if you look into it. That's why I say, look into it, bring it back tomorrow, and be awesome.
Yep, absolutely. All right, thank you, Sean, man, for everything, the support, the continued letting us join your journey. I think Sean's going to include us every month, every other month along the way so we can see what's going on. Sean, let's learn through you. This is almost like a new mare beard starting over again.
Yeah, and this is an inspiring story too because you came to us and you let us help you get through. You're get the low spot for the length at least. I hope you're at a high spot for the future though for your beard.
Yeah, final comment on this one. Conger takes this. In a year, no one's going to remember that you did not cut your neckline. Mic drop. Mm-hmm. That is absolutely fantastic. Yep, absolutely fantastic. All right. So, thank you guys. Let's go ahead and pop on to the next one here. All right. All right, man.
This is Blake. In these pictures, my beard has oil, but it is not styled with heat. Thanks for what you do. My beard is around a year old. Always had a short beard, decided to grow it out when I found out my wife was pregnant again. Our third and probably final child. He's 2 months, 2 weeks old now. My problem areas are where my goatee is supposed to be on both sides. The sides curl out like a ducktail. When I try using my blow dryer, it makes my hair feel different. I'm not sure how to explain it. I always have to wait 5 minutes. I always wait 5 minutes after oil to use it. Thanks for all you do. You've helped me a lot through my beard journey. I started growing my beard November 4th, 2020, when my wife had a miscarriage and decided to keep it. We got pregnant again the week before Christmas. He was born on September 8th. I only trimmed my mustache and line under my lip. I haven't trimmed them in about 2 months.
Okay, all right. Let's take a look here. Blake. All right. So, what's the main advice that he is looking for here?
He doesn't like the way his chin is growing out.
Okay.
Go back to it. I think basically, essentially, it was more just general advice, but the sides curl out like a ducktail.
Might be too far forward.
Yep. Sides curl out like a ducktail. Try using a blow dryer hair. It makes the hair feel different. So he doesn't like, I don't think he likes the blow dryer as opposed to the heated brush.
Okay.
And just, I think general styling. And is there any tips and tricks we could do or suggest for?
Did he say in here heated brush?
No, he never did.
Okay.
But
so just the blow dryer.
Blake is here.
Yep.
You let us know. Were you saying that is the blow dryer method working for you, or do you want to try? Are you thinking maybe something different? Looking for a recommendation on that?
Yeah. Okay. He said he's never tried a heated brush. So Blake, with the blow dryer, in terms of style, in terms of feel, it's gonna be a trial and error thing. You may need to adjust how much oil you put on before. Maybe you wanted to try an experiment with put a little bit of oil on after the heat. Maybe you try putting butter on after the heat. It's gonna kind of get used to it. And there's one thing that I think is kind of common when it comes to beard care is there's guys, especially when they're new, they just don't know what it's supposed to feel like. Like I have guys tell me their beard is dry, and I don't know if they know what normal is. You know, like your beard isn't gonna feel wet. Your beard isn't gonna feel like some flourishing plant. There is a dryness, especially by the end of the day, to a good, healthy beard. I think that might be the case of what's going on with your blow dryer. I hate to say it, but there's tons of trial and error involved. Now, what I will say when he's talking about his chin over in this area here, once again, it's gonna come down to you trying different methods for that chin area. Easy solution, my man. If you look up my video on beard waves or beard dents or beard dips, you're gonna be able to find that. And it's gonna make a big, big difference. And yeah, Ted is one of the guys that reached out. I was like, I don't know what it feels like. It feels dry. And I know for a fact Ted has a healthy beard. So it's just one of the things that could do it. And what you're gonna do here, Blake, is you're gonna get that blow dryer. You're gonna get a round brush. And essentially where that dip is going in, that's causing your beard to jet out and go away from you. You're gonna grab that round brush, curl away from the dip, and then blast heat on it, and it's gonna lock it in place. Easy solution. I love your beard lines right here, man. Very strong, God of War type beard. It looks great. The only area that I would suggest really working on is that chin dip. And It's just going to take practice. It's going to take watching the videos, but I promise you got it. Promise you.
I'm just gonna add that the length of your beard dictates a heated brush more than the blow dryer. At this length, a blow dryer can work. A heated brush is gonna be. I mean, it's very, very close to the length of my beard. And your heated brush, if you're looking to bring the sides in, it probably I think would look better. But have I ever used a blow dryer? No. So I can't say that within 100% like perfection. But I would just guess that your beard is still short enough to where a heated brush is not going to be hours of work. See, sometimes guys, they get longer beards like this, and the blow dryer kind of hits more. And you get good at your technique. It hits a lot. The heated brush on a shorter beard will make a big difference. And we talk about the lift and getting the under guys, whether it's with the blow dryer or with the heated brush, and then the top front lays down much better.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's Mare. I'm on the other side. I do think your beard is a little bit more substantial than the Mare's. I think the sides are similar, but I think the chin, he's got a lot, like his chin, that dip is below, and then there's more coming off there. So I do think it's a blow dryer beard. And he says, I'm in the market for round brush. Good news, a round brush is going to cost you around $10. It's really nothing. There's so many good options. I used to go with the wooden, kind of like a boar's bristle round brush. I've been loving the barrel brush. I did a video on it. If you need me to send you that, Blake, I'd be happy to. And he says, stay at home dad. Awesome, man. That's a super cool job. DJ says, blow dryer seriously changing my beard life. Oil, comb, damp beard, let it sit, blow dry. Yeah. And then huge comment from Molly here. Get a blow dryer with cool mode. I've not probably in 3 years used a blow dryer on my beard without finishing with that cold shot at the end.
Oh.
That could be the difference in the feel that you're experiencing. Essentially, I did a video on this too. When you're using heat, it's called the glass transitional phase. Molly actually helped me out on that video. Your beard turns into like a glass-like material. And then once you do that cold shot, it locks the glass-like hairs into place. So very cool. It's an absolutely awesome method to end with. I'd always done it just kind of intuitively, out of instinct, and then to find the science behind it, it was like, oh, it's kind of like teaching. We do stuff instinctually, then they're like, oh, there's a term for that, and it's like, oh, cool, thanks.
Is that similar? Like the cold rinse would be similar principles with that then too. From like a conditioner, you're taking the malleability, the movability of each hair, and the cold cools down the molecule so it kind of stays where you want it to be.
Right. Well, cold rinse is actually about the skin.
Okay.
So essentially, your body goes through like a hypothermia, and then once you leave the cold, all of your nutrients rush to the skin and like give a boost to the hair.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool.
I'm learning.
I do have a study on that I've posted too. And used the white blade. True, yeah. And Sam and I share a blow dryer. We upgraded to a really nice babyless or babyless, however you want to pronounce it. And it was a huge investment for us that we loved. Jim, yes, I do believe she was legit, and thank you. I loved my response. I did get some blowback. A couple people that were like, I was disappointed in your response. I was like, I loved it, but I appreciate that.
They want you to blast her or something?
I had people that wanted me to blast her, but I also had people that said that I was not, that I needed to be more kind with my response. I was like, all I did was correct her grammar. And I said...
And she's coming at you when she should be talking to her husband.
Yeah, hot.
I'm sorry.
And I said that. I said, this is how I'd want to raise my kids. I want them to be kind. I want them to be compassionate and caring, but also have a little bit of sass. You can't be fake. You can't be.
Those are your favorite kids in school, right?
Yes.
A little bit of.
You gotta have that little
spark,
bit of a zip,
but also respect.
100%. So I thought that was my response. It was respectful, and then just a little bit of a zip in there. So yep, never ever. And I saw Bill's too. Cold shot is a huge difference maker. If you don't have that, get a blow dryer with a cold shot. And keep in mind with blow dryers, you get what you pay for, just like anything else. When we went from like a $20, whatever the Conair or whatever, and we went up to the babyless, huge change. Yep, absolutely huge change.
Is a cold shot? I'm just thinking. You got my wheels turning a little bit. Is it colder than the air in the room.
Oh yeah, it's cold. So
you might actually finish a heated brush with a cold shot.
Yeah, definitely.
And lock it in a little bit better.
Same principle.
Okay.
Absolutely. Give it a shot. So I actually, I'll get ready, not too much graphic information, but I'll get ready in my boxers, after the shower, doing my beard. And then I take that cold shot as it's getting cold. I blast it on my back because and I know you guys are with me, I hate the clean sweats after a shower.
Yes.
And so it's cold. Like it's cold. So yeah, the cold shot is absolutely awesome. What's up, Garrett? Thanks for coming in. All right. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to cool off your face. I agree, Ken. I love it. I use it all the time, especially when the shower room gets all hot and steamy, So
Betsy, you watching? Cold shot hair dryer. I need a cold shot for Christmas.
She has to have one.
She does.
Okay, but you guys have different bathrooms?
Oh yeah, we can't share.
There you go. That's the difference there.
Yeah. All right, this is Eminem. Now, I don't think that's his name, but it was like Eminem Prospecting. That was his company. So, all right. 14 months old. Thank you very much for all your advice. I'm sure I could rock that French twist, but I'm still working on it. Just started really caring for it. And advice. Going for the ZZ Top.
Awesome.
So looking for
Eminem, if I'm getting this correct, I believe Eminem is coming from the community that JP Lawn Care is at.
Okay.
They're into like prospecting and getting gold and metal detecting and stuff. Yeah, so if I'm getting that correct, shout out to JP, shout out to Eminem and all the fellas that came over from that community. Love it. I try to join them Saturday nights at 9 p.m. JP has a show where he invites everybody to the bar, which is really, really cool. Hey, Ash, thanks for coming in. Welcome on in here. And
she usually stops by on a Wednesday. That's nice. It's like the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, Ash
like
is awesome. Does your beard actually style differently? Yeah, Mike. So I bought both blow dryers. I bought the cheap one. I bought the more expensive one. And I always feel like I give that disclaimer because people are like try to associate like expensive things with trying to get something out of it. I've never talked to that company. I don't get anything out of this. Huge difference. I am very happy with my upgraded purchase. Like a lot happy. Very, very, very big difference when it goes through there. Yeah, there's JP right there. So absolutely. All right. And then let me see here. All right. And Pastor Troy says, I wasn't trying to be critical of your direct zinger. Yes, you were, Troy. I mostly meant that response may inspire more. Nah, Mr. Troy.
Less positivity. Well, yeah. I feel what he's saying, though.
But
I got you. If you're going to dish it out, you
exactly,
right. You got to be prepared for a little bit.
My dad firmly taught me.
Right.
Firmly taught me, do not write a check that your butt can't cash. Used a different word than butt, but do not write a check that your butt cannot cash. Yeah, booty, exactly.
Keister?
Nick, I've never tried the Dyson hairdryer. The mayor has not either, so can't give any feedback on that. I just know that it's like $300-$400.
We do have a Dyson vacuum.
Yeah?
And
fancy.
They're worth it. We have two, actually.
Yeah, so the Dyson hairdryer is about 4 times as much as like a Babyless, so it's a tough call.
I still like messing with the ones the hand dryers at Sam's.
Yeah, right. If they want to send it out, then I am happy to try it, but I'm probably not going to spend $400 on a dryer. So.
All right, so
Eminem
going for ZZ Top.
Okay, all right. So advice in the chat here. First, Eminem, I love. That's what I thought, JP. I was right before he even said anything. First off, I love the hair in this situation with the beard. I've interacted with Eminem. I've seen his comments. I've seen him in live chats. This just fits his personality, guys. So I'm digging the hair. I'm digging the style. Now, with the beard, he's looking for advice to get to ZZ Top. He wants that long, that iconic beard here. What do we think? What do we think for the ZZ Top looking beard?
Well, he has trimmed the sides, as opposed, he's got the length is going good, but I feel like the sides, if I remember Z Top, that was pretty much a natural big beard.
Let me see, because I think that they are pretty
narrowed.
Narrowed, yeah. So
we're gonna refresh our memory on that.
Yeah, so let's take a look at ZZ Top. So they are narrowed.
Okay.
And they're not. So here's the thing with ZZ Top is they're iconic for their beards, but their beards are definitely not something that is extremely well kept, you could say.
Right.
I guess, you know what I mean? It kills me when Duck Dynasty and ZZ Top are the two things that are thought of with beards, because they're not the most well put together beards. They're
but
not
you're doing something about that. You're
data
just digging that.
Yep.
Digging that new foundation.
Yeah. So here's what we got here. This is the ZZ top going on. If you can see, it is pretty narrow. And if I remember correctly, their drummer's last name is Beard, and he does not have a beard. So that is always interesting. They rock major French forks and uneven beards and splits in the middle. Like I said, it's if we were to give them like straight up advice on their beards, they're not the most presentable beards. If I wanted a poster child of what beards should look like, full disclosure, I'm not picking ZZ Top.
One just passed away, right?
Yeah, yep, just this last year.
I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But I mean, the way to a ZZ Top beard is just to go, right, more or less. So I think, I mean, you're going there. The French fork, you mentioned that in your note. Do you see it splitting up a little bit? I don't see much of it right now.
No, I don't see the French fork at all. The only advice that Eminem, man, you were killing it. Yeah, he's down here right now. You're killing it. Beard is great. Only thing that I would tell you, Dusty Hill. Thank you, Ken. The only thing that I would give you advice on is exactly what the chat is giving advice on. Blowout beard. And what that means, what essentially the idea of that is getting heat and styling underneath your beard and away from your face. Get a blow dryer and then comb out away. If you just look up Dancy Bearded Blowout Beard, you're gonna find that video. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna give you a little bit of extra body and a little bit of extra volume on the outside. But man, I'm a big fan of your beard. I think it looks fantastic.
There's no transparency.
No.
Like, it's a really well, evenly kind of grown and kept beard.
Yep, and if you were asking me honestly, I would take your beard over the ZZ Top beards right now.
Your mustache is way cleaner.
Clean.
Yeah.
Clean. So, Eminem, look up the blowout beard, and that's all I would give you right now. I don't think you're ready for a trim. I don't think you're ready for any big adjustments. Just keep growing, dude. Yeah.
And I think ZZ Top is synonymous with, big word, long beard, natural beard. And, but I think you wore it better than they did, personally.
Stu, I have a fact check challenge for you. I know you love to research and look into things. Look into that, because I don't think that's actually true. There were these big publicity stunts that Brian Wilson, the pitcher, the former closer for the Giants, Billy, and several other notable beards were offered $1 million to shave for a commercial. I believe that was all false and a publicity stunt. So check that, get back to me when you can, but I don't think that is actually true. I do know for a fact that the Brian Wilson one is not true. He was not actually offered, even though everybody just kept repeating it and saying it and saying it. It did not turn out to be true. So there you go. Eminem and ZZ Top. What about Eminem?
He's got a beard.
His beard is weird, as MGK said. So thank you, Eminem, for sending in. JP, thank you again for bringing all your buddies over here, man. I really noticed that. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I can match the support back to you. Just a great dude. All right. Now, beard questions, you guys. We've had some of them sprinkled in the chat. We were not ignoring them. We just kind of got to keep the flow going of the stream here. Is there something you're wondering about your beard styling, beard trimming, beard products, routines?
Our routines, our styling, our habits. Fire away.
Yep, and you got the mayor here right now. Absolutely. Okay. Boom. When is a good time to buy a new brush for your beard? Carlos, are you talking about your first brush? Are you talking about upgrading brushes? If you were talking about just in general buying a brush for your beard, day one. A good boar's bristle brush is amazing for exfoliating, for training, for styling. Earlier the better. I haven't used a brush in a couple years probably, because when your beard's longer, you don't really need it. But earlier the better.
And I would say that while you might be able to find a brush that's passable around your house, a good comb for a beard is not something you will find around your house. It's going to be a more specific tool. Would you say that's true? You need, especially if you have a bigger beard, if you're getting into new beards, using your old hairbrush or whatever might help for the finishing. But if you're looking to grow it out, to pick it out, you're going to go with a Chicago comb or a carbon fiber comb or an oxhorn comb. Interestingly, and I don't want to make this all about me, I never had a long enough beard to get anything out of an oxhorn comb until I did the No Trim November.
Super cool.
Because you do have to have a certain length for it to even work.
Yeah, super cool. Have you guys ever talked to or met to the guys Whisker Wars? I have, yeah. So I've judged I don't know, 10 different beard competitions in several different states, and I've met most of the like big competition guys that have become kind of famous. I know some of them personally. I don't really know others, but yeah, I have met most of them. JP, you can count on it, man. We will make that happen. Hey, maybe this Saturday. Who knows? Keep me in touch. Why is butter better than balm? It's not. It comes down to personal preference. Why is it better for me personally? Because I don't like hold. I don't like that stiffness. I don't need that control. I just want the nourishment from it. For other people, balm is better because they want that styling. They want that control. What's your preference, man?
Two different products. The balm is, for me, is going to be a finisher or a hold kind of thing that gets some flyaways down. The butter is an everyday thing where it just makes the beard soft. I use it before, like at night, after straightening or something like that. So they're just two different worlds. And the balm is like the hair gel of the beard, kind of in a way for me. Like not hair gel, but in a way. It's so, like I said, it gets the flyaways.
Hairspray, yeah.
But with my heated brush and some of my routines and the oil use and the butter use, I don't always need it. In fact, I don't need it very much.
Yeah. What up, Beards and Cars? Good to see you in here, man. Ted says, do you comb your mustache down or brush to the side? Both. I start by going down, and then I do that lazy walrus approach. That's a style that I kind of came up with, and I then go to the side. So first down, and then to the side.
For me, it was again in November. It was fine. It was getting to that point. It was coming, and I was definitely needing to go to the sides. For the most part, I usually wear it at a length that I can get away with a straight down though.
When do you take your vitamins, morning or night? Sean, look up Dancy Bearded Beard Vitamins. I break down exactly what I take, and I tell you when I take them. So it's actually different points throughout the day. Some of them I take before dinner, some I take after dinner, some I even take in the morning. So please look up after the stream. You can put it on a new tab right now, Dancy Bearded Beard Vitamins, and I break it all down. Which model of Babyliss? I use the Rapido Pro. The Rapido Pro, if I remember correctly, is about $120 worth every single penny. What are you hoping for your beard for Christmas gift? For me, probably paying my student loans off.
And for me, I usually most beard things I'm gonna get myself or be sent to myself, and I would be a little frustrated if my wife even tried to buy me some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather have the cash.
Yeah, we have unique situations
Right.
here with our content creation, so probably not a fair one for us to answer. What is the best way to tie up your long beard to do some machine work? Good question, Brian. For your length of beard, it's probably with a straight up hair tie. So find a hair tie. Don't use a rubber band. Use a hair tie that your wife has. Tie that up.
How long is his beard?
His beard is probably a little bit shorter than mine, so it's not long enough to tie into a knot. It's not long enough to do anything like that. And with the shirt, the problem is if he's doing machine work, it's gonna pop out.
You know what I was gonna say? Yeah, you knew where I was going.
Yeah.
Tuck it in.
Yeah, but that's not gonna hold it.
Right.
So Brian, a hair tie, just get one that's gonna feel right. Where can I get a good beard mask? Bobby, if you message me, I'll send you a link to my guy on Instagram. I don't make any money off him or anything. He's just the best. I've bought several rounds from him. He's really, really good. I'm pushing through the awkward stage. Best beard growing? Yeah, absolutely, man. Is heat protection needed when heat is used? Carry beard oil. Beard oil is your protection. You don't need a heat shield or an argan spray. They're just gimmicks, though. And I don't even like to use that word. The companies will boast argan oil as being this amazing heat protectant because it has a high smoke point. All of the carrier oils we use have a high smoke point. More than half of the common ones have a better smoke point than argan oil. Your quality beard oil is going to be your best one. I actually would prefer it over argan because you get different qualities. You get some that are going to absorb, some that are going to coat, some that are going to seal. Oil before heat, always, but just use beard oil.
Same logic as cooking something. You put oil in the pan so that you don't burn the food.
Yeah. I'll let the mayor take this one. Are beard straighteners really worth the money?
They absolutely are if you are serious about your beard. Now, they're not a cheap purchase, but if you're the guy who wants to control your beard and take it to the next level, it is for me, it was the single biggest game changer I ever came in my beard journey. Because I could control the things that I didn't think I could control, the things that I thought made a beard out of control, and what I wouldn't want for my look, I could take care of that with the heated brush.
Cool. Where do you measure to get your overall length of your beard? You're going to go from the bottom of your bottom lip down to the length. That is competition measuring.
I should do that because I don't know. I think I might be at my longest.
By 2-3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the idea,
Maybe like 5 or 6.
the idea is that you are seeing the beard as a whole, right? Every hair is probably not that long. It's actually a fact they're not. But you see the beard as a mass, and so that's why the measuring is that way. Okay. Okay, so Stu says, I can find that he made a comment about not enough money to shave. All right, so he at least acknowledged it. Any tips for uneven growth? Weston, I have a lot of tips for uneven growth. It's actually one of my favorite videos I've ever made. This is another one where there's just too many things to talk about to answer this. So please search Dancy Bearded Uneven Beard Growth. I go through all of the possible causes and I give you some solutions to it. So please check that one out. Are there any pros, cons with biotin topicals? Nobody knows. There is zero research that is published and out there right now. The company Redken is currently working on multi-million-dollar study that they're going to release. It was supposed to be released last year. They have not. Why? I don't know. I'm guessing COVID. We don't know. Nobody knows. If they say they do, it's just anecdotal evidence, and it's probably biased and skewed to their experiences. So, don't know.
You saying that they can just manipulate whatever results they have and just focus on the one little thing that goes to their story if they want?
Confirmation bias?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, they can.
Oh, well, let's ignore all that and look at this thing
Yeah.
and then put that out for everybody to see.
The mayor is using Aberlite for his heated brush. I'm assuming that's what you're asking about, Ben. There is a link and a discount code. What is your discount for Aberlite?
Mayor 10.
Mayor 10. So check that one out, guys. I rock Beard Octane hardcore, but should keep thicker oils in my rotation for health reasons. If so, what would you recommend? Dirt Bike, I'd recommend Artius Man, Fable, Whiskey and Hardtack. Those are some of the key ones. And in that order is how thick they are. Artius is the thickest. Fable is the next thickest. And then you have Whiskey and Hardtack coming in at like a medium thick. And I do have discount codes for all three of those. Please reach out. I'd be happy to help you out.
Do they have a They do not have a caster, but they have the metal foam. Like, what gives it its more...
Jojoba, metal foam. Yep. So they're all in that medium thick range. How can you find a good beard barber? Hey, there you go, Mayor.
All right, guys. We have a Facebook group. You got to join Facebook. Join our group called Commands Corner. It is the best beard group, and we think one of the best groups on Facebook. One of the features is under the announcements, you will see an announcement for the beard barber map. Whether you have somebody to recommend, you can use the Google form, or if you are just looking for someone in your area, you can go into the map and you can get it's kind of neat. You can kind of just spin in and look for the pins near your location.
Yep.
And the more people that add, if you're out there and you're in the group, please submit somebody's name that you have. The more we have, the more information is more power.
Yeah. Dan, I actually have a question. You may have the answer since you've researched hair in general so much. I'm at my wit's end on my oily roots and scalp. I do not. Molly, that is the whole idea of the sebaceous glands and the sebum oil production on your scalp is one that I do research hair in general, but that's something that has always been a tough one for me to contemplate and understand, mainly because our beard is literally the opposite. The problem with our beard is we do not produce enough sebum, and then on the hair, it's oily. It's just ramped up production. I do know some things that can help kind of scale that down. And Molly, reach out to me and I'll send you some things that I think could help because I try to avoid those things, because we want to produce oil on our face. But that's a tough one. Yeah, you are not alone there.
My wife has that problem, and I reach out to me too as well. I might have something that's just recently we've kind of discovered as a product from one of our beard companies that helps out, or that helps her out at least.
I tend to use butter at night on a dry beard. Is it still effective? It's still better than not. But Russell, I highly recommend getting your beard damp first. If you're worried about like being inconvenient, just get a spray bottle. Spray your beard a couple of times through and then put the butter on. You're already getting your hands all buttery and stuff. Might as well get a little water on there first. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Said I've tried 1,000,001 different shampoo and conditioners. I've tried rinsing. I'm so sick of it. Yeah, that's a tough one, Molly. I know a lot of people that struggle with that. I really do. I do know some studies on ways to lower your sebum production and all this stuff, but I'm sure you do as well. But I do have a couple things. Seems no matter what I do, I can't get rid of the curl on my jawline. Squints, if you look up my video, beard curls, beard waves, beard dips. It really is a proven method. It will work. It is 100% guaranteed, but in super important point here, squints, look at me, wide eyes, no squinting here. It is a daily battle. You will never get rid of it. You will never train your hairs out of that. The only thing that can really help with training your hairs is length and gravity. As your hairs get longer, they get more weight, they pull on them, they straighten out. But if your beard is about the same length, give or take a few inches, it is a daily battle. But you can get those waves out on a daily basis. That's my promise to you. If you don't think you can, you gotta try new methods. You gotta try a different heat source. You gotta try different heat temperature, different direction. You can get those waves out. You're just gonna have to battle it every single morning. Yep. All right. So don't trim the neckline if growing out long. Correct. I have been, but wondering if I should stop. Yes, you should stop. In a perfect world, if you're going for that big beard, you want all that support as possible. Usually your neck is gonna grow slower than your chin and your beard. So if you trim the jawline or the neckline along the way, you just gotta trim your beard to keep up with it. The fastest point from A to B to getting to a big beard is just leaving it alone.
And it's just gonna be more work to try and keep maintaining that clean line. It's gonna be almost a daily thing that you have to do.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Awesome. And yeah, JP, guys, if you guys are into prospecting and gold and all that stuff, check out JP Lawns and Moors. I saw a couple of people hopped over there already. Man, that is awesome. Does using hair ties or clip damage your beard? Jason, it depends on how restricting it is. If you are really putting some pressure on that beard, there can be damage that is caused in the middle of the hairs. If not, if you're doing it the right way, no, you are perfectly fine. Absolutely perfectly fine. What are some of the biggest burdens you notice with having a big beard? More so the mustache. The beard's rarely a burden to me, but the mustache is a burden with kissing. The mustache is a burden with soup and eating. The beard is a burden with like crumbs. Sometimes sleeping, getting it like in my armpit or like a coat. Clothing is a burden. There's several burdens, but they don't come anywhere near the positives.
Kid handle. Kids ever grab it?
No, my
Well,
kids,
they
no,
probably
that's
know
like
about
a
that.
holy sin in this family. You don't go near the
Other
moneymaker.
kids.
Yeah, so, yeah, no. People talk about that. And for me, I should have made a video on this. And the guy's like, how do you hold a baby without your baby attacking your beard? You hold your baby away from you. A lot of guys hold their baby's face in them. I always got used to holding Violet away from me. And they don't grab when it's away from them.
Right.
They grab things they see.
See.
Yep. How's the family? Family's doing well, man. Thank you, Randy. We are finally feeling well. We had a nightmare of a vacation with sickness and everything. Today, everybody was back to normal, feeling great. So that was good. Do not use a rubber band. Yeah, exactly. Do not ever use a rubber band. Sean, subscribe. Very cool. All right. If you have smelled the beard balm from Kodiak from Gibbs, I have not. I know the mayor has not either, so I'm sorry, man. Oh, there's Randy. There, got that. Do you all cover or wrap your beards before sleep? No.
No.
OG, I do have one of those beard guards or one of those beard tarps, but no. I just use a satin pillowcase. What product do you recommend if you work in the Florida sun all day? Beard oil. Good quality beard oil. No balm, no butter, just a good straight up beard oil.
Butter at night.
Butter at night for sure.
Give it some softening because you're gonna dry out more, obviously. So that's gonna help.
Yep, for sure. And I when I'm in Florida, I like to go with a thin oil. You're not gonna beat humidity. You're gonna lose that battle. So embrace it. I like to go with like a beard octane.
When I'm in Florida, I wish I was a little thinner too. Different thing.
Danny said the best time to take biotin is about an hour before dinner. Since the Juggernaut and Fable has biotin in it, should be taken an hour before dinner. That's when I take it, Robert. That one is one of the challenges of having them all in one is there are different times for different vitamins. So that can be a little bit of a challenge. I take the Juggernaut an hour before dinner with no caffeine. So yeah, great question. I use oil before I eat. Yep. Okay, do I need to wet my brush again before butter? Josh, I actually just did a video on this on Sunday where I answered that exact question. So I'm going to invite you to go watch that video. And like I said, it literally.
No, don't ever dump water on your heated brush. But it was wet my beard. Yeah, I got it.
Yep, the beard. All right, so Artius is so thick. Yep, it actually is. Lance, right now I'm pretty happy with my beard after 18 months, but sometimes I get this little dip on my chin. How do I deal with that? So Lance, you're gonna want to fight the direction. Heat plus tension equals direction. So if the dip is going in, you're going to grab that hair with a round brush, go the opposite direction, blast heat on it, and you win.
And I believe he was saying in the group that he also did he did the no trim November. For him to do that, that's a huge jump. Remember how, he was very, very particular, kind of like me in a lot of ways. And just to let it go for a month, we really learned a lot. And I think that's a progression for him as well.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm a little down because Michigan finally beat Ohio State. Yes, sir. And it's been like over 700 days since Ohio State's beat them for the record. But how do you deal with the loss? And the mayor's picked up on this. I just don't invest too much into things I don't have control over. I didn't celebrate when Michigan won. I didn't post and brag and boast. Why? Because I wasn't on the field. I was not coaching. I think that's one of the things we get misstepping in this country is people get so devoted and so into it. They literally have arguments over something that they had nothing to do with. You did nothing to that game. So I've never understood why people get literally over fights.
Betsy was just saying that I would ruin my weekend when something would happen like that. And that's a great way to look at it is that in the end, these are kids. I guess I'm getting a little older. Those are kids out there.
Yeah.
Kids, like right out of, and things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's not the end of the world. And tomorrow's another day.
Yeah. And I was an athlete in college. So I think I kind of had that mindset where it's like, I saw what they did. I saw what they put into it. So I love to cheer my team on. I'm super happy for State. I think they had the biggest victory of the weekend with keeping their coach. I think he's one of the best younger coaches in the country. So yeah, I just don't get invested too much into it. What determines if you want a thick or thin oil? Whew, Casey, loaded question. Your beard type, right? If you have a gray, silver, white, red beard, you likely want to go with a thicker oil. If you have a thinner beard or a shorter beard, oftentimes you want to go with a thicker one. If you're in a dry climate, you want to go with a thicker oil. I recommend everybody have a healthy rotation. I could never stay with a thin oil or never stay with a thick oil. I like to rotate between all of them.
That's an excellent question, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. I know what you're saying there, man. So
for me, there are different times of year that I prefer different types of oil. In the winter months, a lot of guys will settle into the Artius or the Fable that's the thicker. In the summer, I love me some Beard Octane, the thinner ones. So personal preference, but that's a big question. There is no right or wrong answer. It's just experience that kind of guides you in what you like and what you don't like. Definitely, I firmly believe in having a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I want to buy a beard straightener for a 6-inch beard recommendations. Hit him with I want a specific recommendation.
I'm going to say all around, it's the AberLite Pro. It is a corded, has several different temperatures. I can save you 10% with Mayor 10. You can use the link. And I've used Kushel Bar. I've used several of the AberLite. I probably, like we were saying, I've used more probably heated brushes than most guys do in their ever. I mean, I'm not going for the Guinness record of heated brush use, but I could be in the Guinness would call me back when they saw my numbers.
Yeah. My chin hairs want to go down, want to go towards the left. What should I do to straighten them up? Jesse, get some heat. Heat plus tension equals direction. Blow dryer or heated brush, and then watch my routine videos on how to use those heats.
Pay attention to the under guys. These guys might be messing you up. Lift up, do that, and then straighten, and you might get a better lay.
Yeah. Pete, sure, go ahead, man. Throw it out there. What do you think of getting scented beard oil and getting a new... You guys got to watch my videos. Carlos, I have a video from last week literally dedicated. The title is that question. So please check out those videos. Guys, I put a ton of work into these. I was texting the mayor till 11 o'clock last night when I was filming, and that didn't even include any editing that I began with. So Carlos, an exact video as specific as possible is dedicated to your question. If you just look through my recent videos, it'll stand out to you really, really strongly. I like Beard Octane's leave-in conditioner a few nights. I agree. Fantastic product. What are your guys' favorite Artius Man oils? The only oil I like and use from Artius Man is my collaboration called Invigoration. Why? Because it's a thin. Their normal oil's too thick for me.
Invigoration is great with Dan. For their normal blend, you've got Autumn Spice is an excellent one if you like cinnamon. The Wiseman, which is like it's a limited time, is I just did a review. Join that again. Plug the Facebook group. We have a sponsor each month. This month it's the first video out was on this Wiseman stuff.
And a boosted code, by the way.
Yep. And it is great. It's a really nice smell. I thought it was going to be, because it does have the frankincense and the myrrh in it. I'm thinking it's going to be too exotic or too have that one thing. It's really well balanced and a really good, almost near to a cologne type scent.
Yeah, and guys, hopefully you're appreciating and enjoying these questions and answers. We're working our butts off over here. We are very close to 200 likes. If you could hit that like button, I know some of you just casually forgot, literally no problem. If you could hit that now, that would be great. Dan, I really don't have any growth from the Adam's apple to the chest. Very common. Will this hinder having a fuller, longer beard? To a certain point. You're going to be able to have a beard that's going to be very full, very long. But yeah, at some point it is going to start becoming transparent once your beard gets below that. But man, explore it. See how far you can take it, and let's learn along the way. Luckily, my chest hair connects up to my beard, and my beard completely engulfs my Adam's apple. So I am very, very fortunate there. I am excited. Okay. Do you have a list of products and where to buy them? Yeah, so Weston, I have an affiliate list. Weston, please reach out to me, man. Send me an email. The description has my information, dan_command@yahoo.com. Or if you have Instagram, even better, reach out to me, Dan C. Bearded. I would love to send you a list of my highly recommended companies. Okay. I've heard you praise Beard Octane Biotin. Why do you think it's better than something from CVS or Amazon? Lance, I've actually had the privilege of being able to work behind the scenes with them, even specifically on that. They paired up with a local U.S. American-made, not a small batch, but a smaller batch lab, and they get their input. It all comes down to sourcing. A lot of the stuff that you're buying from CVS is straight up from China, and it's not the highest quality. Oftentimes, there have been proven to be fillers that are added in. It's not just pure biotin like it's displayed or advertised as. Beard Octane works personally with their lab. They actually can visit the lab. It is just a high quality one. If you don't want to buy from something like Beard Octane, go to a local health goods store like GNC. They have good quality ones. You can find them. Don't buy them from CVS. Don't buy them from Amazon. Get a good, reputable brand. Does beeswax have any function other than hold? It does. Once again, I have a video on that. If you just search like Dan C. Bearded beeswax, I go through some of the properties. Not a lot, not a ton, but there are some benefits outside of just hold, even though hold is the main one. Hey, what up, JAL? All right. Can you blow dry and heat daily? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Just don't overdo it.
I can't not.
Mm-hmm.
I got to.
No, Jonathan, I am not. Sorry, I've never tried them. My beard curls out from the bottom with some good techniques to keep it straight. Same answer as the previous one. Heat plus tension equals direction. If you guys look up like Dan C. Bearded routine or Dan C. Bearded heat, Dan C. Bearded blow dryer, or if you want to look at the mayor's beard, Dan C. Bearded business beard, we've got video after video on that one for you guys. Okay. I was trying to be funny about the no trim in November. Oh, okay, all right, nice. Your lucky underwear? No lucky underwear here. You got any like for sports? Any?
Nope.
Nothing lucky like that.
If I get on a hot streak, like I'm weird. Like if state is winning on their, I will like, and I didn't wear a state shirt that day, then I won't wear a state shirt.
That makes sense.
Until they lose. But that's fine.
Yeah. My beard started turning gray. How can I prevent it from getting that yellowish color it sometimes see on my beard? John, you want to figure out what is causing that. The most common cause for yellow coloration of gray beards is smoking. If you're a smoker, there's nothing you can really do. It's going to turn yellow. If you're around smokers, it's going to turn yellow. So the only thing you could do is cut that smoke out. There are some things out there. If you look up on YouTube, it's not my videos, but George Bruno has a couple. If you look up like whitening a white beard or whitening a silver beard, he's got a couple home concoctions that he created. You can check those ones out. He is definitely an expert in that. How often should you rotate oils? Personal preference. I do not like using the same oil more than 2 days in a row. So for me, it's an every day or every other day rotation.
Yeah, same. 2 days, sometimes 3 days at most, and then I like to break the cycle and get the benefits from something different.
Exactly. Look up my beard plateau video. That's a good one. I mainly use Beard Octane and Live Bearded. Are they the same oils? No, they are not the same oils. They're both fantastic, but they are different oils. Different carriers, different everything. I have a beard that is fire hydrant red. I use stick oil. There you go, TR. Feels like the scent in the oil is stronger when in a damp beard. Damp beard. No, there shouldn't be anything to that with an oil. The only thing that could be possible is your dry beard is just sucking up the oil more and trapping it, but there shouldn't be too much more to that. How do you keep a 3-month-old from constantly grabbing my beard? Hold them away from you. Put some hot sauce in your beard. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Any recommendations for a light to medium hold balm? Mary, do you dabble with them?
Light to...
Beard Octane.
Beard Octane is a great one.
Whiskey and hardtack.
Yeah, one of my go-tos is 7 Potions from back in the day. I still love that one.
Great call. Great call. Mayor, what do you think of the older Aberlite with the hook in the teeth? Oh yeah, and you covered this, so I think
that was the Max that you're talking about.
Yep.
It worked well. It straightened my beard. My beard was not long enough to get any kind of advantage of that, and I found that the hook, it kind of meant to scoop the underbeard out to bring it to the heating element. My beard probably wasn't long enough, but it didn't, even though I guess a longer beard would have the same problems, I wasn't able to dig it as deep in. I wasn't able to get to the lowest point, which is a hard thing to do. Even with a pro, I'm still lifting and doing it anyway. So didn't really take too much advantage of that kind of feature. Didn't really work for me.
Have you tried Last Looks? No, but I do love the owner, Michael, but I've never tried the products. I have some gray hairs that are curly and stay that way. Will a heated brush work to straighten them? Yes, absolutely, Todd. You just got to kind of dial it in, but they will for sure. What are your thoughts on single beard braiding, office appropriate or not? Like a single braid?
I think it just depends on the office.
Yeah, like at our work, obviously I have a big beard. The mayor has a beard. We've kind of transformed the culture at school. I would not wear a braid to work. For me at teaching, it would not be professional unless I was teaching about Vikings that day or something. But for me, I love beards, but no, I would not rock a braid to work. Can we get some more carry? Yeah, so Nathan, behind the curtain, to give you just the full honest reason behind that is the Carry Oil 101 videos are for the beard lovers, the product lovers. Right now is new beard season. We have so many new beardsmen. They don't know about those carriers. To be blunt, they don't care about those carriers.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to grab them, bring them in, make them beard lovers, make them care about beard care. The Carrier Oil 101, I already have several lined up for mid-January, so stay tuned. I got you come mid-January. And those ones just kind of kick my butt. Those are some of my toughest videos. How do you keep track of what you talked about so you don't repeat content, basically? I have a list of every video that I've ever done, and I put a lot of work into my videos, so I don't think I've ever forgotten about it. Yeah, I genuinely, and this is wild, I'm over 900 uploads.
Between the live streams and the videos, yeah, that's a lot. But it's
that.
wild, but you've been working the whole time. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. I'm looking for a beard wash, looking between Whiskey and Hardtack and Mythicals. I love both, but Whiskey and Hardtack is one of my top 2 most used beard washes.
Both the solid and the liquid, the solid bar and the liquid.
Yep. Do you have a video about using honey? I do not. I have heard of that. I don't have any information on it, possibly in the future. Beard Octane is a thin oil. Live Bearded is a medium thin, medium light one. What's the number 1 scent you recommend for Beard Octane? Ginger Jamboree.
Yeah, or Citrafella is a great one too.
Yep. Dan, how often should someone rotate? Okay, yeah, we got that one already. Okay, pharmaceutical grade. I'm guessing it's better than everything. Yeah, I would assume so.
I didn't know they had.
I didn't either. Do you find you need less oil with certain companies? Yes, Michael. It definitely is dependent on the company, on the viscosity. Yep, for sure. Can confirm my beard is green. Okay, all right, nice.
Your confirmation is accepted.
Yes, thank you there. Coming back to try balm, only have a couple companies. I know Dan doesn't use it. Best company. Okay, I think we covered. So you love 7 Potions.
I do.
And all the ones we mentioned. Why is Detroit Grooming's butter more yellow than others? It's just beeswax. Yeah, there's actual 2 types of beeswax. There's white beeswax and yellow beeswax. Detroit Grooming uses yellow beeswax. So, yeah. And we're coming down to it, guys. We're going to have to cut off questions in a minute here. We are near like our normal time to end, but we can usually push to about 11 here. Nope, we've never tried them. Sorry, my man. Will hard water cause yelling of white beard? It can. Yeah, Todd. Yep, it absolutely can. How many different oils do you have in your rotation? We're unique.
All
We
of
are content creators, so I have to rotate based on the company that I'm testing at the time. So we can't even answer that. It's not even.
I think three is a good place to start, though.
Absolutely.
Like, 3 different companies, 3 different carrier blends, and you can really start to see the difference there.
Yeah. How do you tell when buying oil is thick or thin? You only have 2 options. Number 1 is ask me. Number 2 is study and understand the carriers. If you know which ones are thin, which ones are thick, the potency, then you can tell.
If you see castor in it, that's going to be a thick oil.
Yep.
Things like that.
No, I have not tried the Aberlite Max. I've used the Pro every day for the last couple of years. I tried the Go, the cordless one, but nope, that's the only one that I have I've taken. Which way do you use the heated brush on the underbeard? We use both, so we both go away from our face and then we go back down afterwards. Is there a CBD oil you'd recommend? Beard Octane. Chesapeake, but they're gone now, so eventually Chesapeake. And then my collaboration with Natural Stress Solutions. I've actually been in the lab and seen them extract CBD, which is amazing. Those would be top 2.
Fable,
thank you. Yep, Fable, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. All right, guys, if we missed any questions towards the end, not ignoring them, but we're going to take 2 more questions, I believe, and then we're going to move on to get back to the advice here. I recently got the Grower Oil and Balm from Fable and used Live Bearded Nightcap. Is there any worry about using CBD? No, not at all, man. Unless you feel your beard getting too soft, you're good to go. Any word from the Bearded Greeter? No, I've not heard from him, Richard. Good question. Is hemp oil good on your beard? Yes, fantastic. One of my favorite carriers. How can one grow a beard around the lower? Healthy habits and patience.
Yeah, that's just, patience and let it be okay with it getting a little sticky out, a little weird before it gets better.
Yeah. Heard of them, never tried before. And where's the link for the Aberlite Pro?
If you click on the description, It will pop right up. Actually, Dan has it preloaded.
Yep.
Like a good friend.
Yep. So in this video description, you can click on that and you're good to go. Whew. Guys, I do have another segment for questions. We'll come back to those. I don't know if we'll be able to run through it fully, but hopefully that was valuable to you guys. You guys are some savages.
But that's just the thing right there. That's why we love this show, because I think we could keep going, and that's why you guys need to keep coming back.
Yes. Thank you guys for being here.
This is Caleb. Hey, I have an issue with my beard, wanting to curl up or flare out at the bottom. Any advice on how to correct the issue?
Okay. Similar questions to this, and hopefully we'll be able to help out here. All right. So essentially he's saying my beard is flaring out and going away from his face. Caleb, first and foremost, my biggest advice would be to embrace that. If your beard was tucked in more, myself and the third man in the chat would likely be telling you to do that. We call that the blowout beard. Caleb, I really like the flaring out, as you called, of that beard. It gives it volume, gives it body. Embrace it. Now, Mayor, with that said, if he does want to tame that in a bit, what would be your advice?
Well, what I would do is I do have a heated brush. Maybe you use a blow dryer for straightening. But it's time to start thinking about lifting up the top coat, bringing these guys down, however you do that, then doing a second application to the top, and you'll see it sit up closer to the face.
Awesome, man. Thank you, Caleb. Embrace it, dude. Mustache is on point, too.
What a thick, gray beard.
Density, the color. You're killing it, man.
You need to be smiling more with a beard like that.
Right.
I know it's hard to smile. All right, this is Robert C. Just seeking general advice before and after style and trim. All right, so we're gonna see. This is kind of before.
Boom. And yeah, I just put the 2 in here. So put these together, guys. This was Robert last week. He had sent in. So this is a 1-week difference, guys. This is a poster. Like this one I am going to steal after the show. Robert, if you're in here, please leave a comment. This was his beard before. Wanted some advice. Look at this beard afterwards. Are you kidding me? This is a 1-week difference. Are you kidding me?
So many pluses on that.
Guys, give your
thoughts. A different guy.
That is ridiculous. Yeah, wow is exactly right. That's a different human. Like that's one of those videos. Hey, Dave, that's one of those videos where they show somebody that that comes in and then they replace with like a stunt double. Yeah, makeshift. Goodness. What in the world, man? That is such an amazing trim. Look at this after, right? You cover up the before. No disrespect to the before. Clean. full. Got rid of the, we talked about kind of like the caverns and the just the different like, oh my gosh, man. That is what it's all about. I almost led the show off with this, and then I decided, no, let's have some good numbers later on and show this one. Dude,
Yeah.
Robert, and I haven't seen him in the chat, but you crushed it, my friend. That's perfect. I would not do anything different there. You look like a different person, man. I cannot wait to show this off. That's what it's all about. Beard Advice Live. That's, man, so cool. I know. I cannot believe it's the same person. People, I'm going to post it on Instagram, and people are going to tell me, like, that's not the same person. Should have put your glasses on, Robert. Come on, man. No, just kidding. So good. So good.
This is Josie.
Josie? I knew a Josie once.
I think Josie used to rap with Kid Rock, actually.
Okay.
J-O-C. Relatively new beardsman. I've been growing out my beard since July, about to be 5 months on the sides. I was shaving in the middle for whatever reason for 2 months. I guess I was
Dang.
going for the Seamus look. Seamus?
I don't know.
Sounds nice. Don't know if I have the genes to have a gray beard. In September, I decided to let the full beard grow. I would like to get any advice on what to do to make it look good or better. I'm also new to beard products. I started buying oils and balms in August. Still haven't really dove too deep into anything else. I appreciate any honest advice. Thank you.
All right. Joe, okay. So he said he was shaving in the middle?
Yeah.
What do you think he means by that? We don't have the face on shot. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he means here. But all right, guys, general advice here.
It looks a little shorter in the chin area, though.
Yeah, so I have one loaded, but if you got something, what do you think?
No, go ahead. Let me think about it a little bit.
So Joe, a wrestler, that would make sense. Neither of us watch wrestling much. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mr. Mora. Thank you, Sam. Son, who is that? Oh man, only son. Oh, Jake. Only son. Let's know your name. I think it was Jake. Man, I'm blanking. All right, Joe. I believe. Oh, it's okay. Here it is. It is. Joe, here is the only option that I would give you. I think that we got to go with this. You got to straighten out your beard. Your chin is definitely shorter than the sides here. I am a big fan of balance. I'm a big fan of having it in control. Let's get a trim that's gonna go right here, right along that jawline. You're still gonna have a nice business beard. And what it's gonna allow you to do is grow back in evenly. That's the most important thing. If you have a goal to go bigger, you need to, Blake. Oh, did I say Blake?
Jake,
No,
you said Jake.
I said Jake, so close. Trim it right here and let it grow uneven. Other than that, man, you clearly have great genes. You clearly have the ability to
Cool
grow out.
coloring,
Yeah. So trim it even, let it grow out even as we go through. Anything else, Mayor?
I know, I completely agree.
Beautiful. Thank you, Joe.
This is Adam C. This is not a flex on my beard, but a big thank you. I have watched nearly every video you have on YouTube. I'm a truck driver, so I listen to your videos. Months. I have several months since I found you on YouTube. I've learned a lot. I am definitely proud of being supportive of your channel and definitely proud of the beard I've grown due to your help. This is just a thank you for the videos and the effort you put into your videos to teach us what we know and what you know. Presentation and just so you know, positive vibes. It's definitely a game changer on YouTube, so definitely proud to support you.
Awesome. Thank you, Adam. And he just wanted to include a picture of his beard here. Dude, that's, yeah, we don't even have words.
You should be proud. You should be proud of that, man.
Yeah.
That's
an absolutely fantastic beard. And for me, I'm just going to be honest here, as always. When I think of truck drivers, this is a likely very wrong. The stereotype, the stigma that comes to mind for me is not a well put together, well presented like beard. It's not a well groomed, super presentable person. And I'm sure some of that has to do with being on the road, not a daily access to shower in the house, that type of thing. I know they have all the stops and all that stuff. It's just not what comes to mind. And again, I'm fully admitting that's probably ignorant of me. That's probably wrong. All I'm trying to say is you are battling stereotypes. You are battling stigmas. You are a poster child of having a great beard and being a truck driver. Got the tattoos, the hat, the style.
great look.
Adam, man, Crushing it. Thank you for sending in. Very similar beard to mine, by the way, circa like 2018. Super similar. Awesome, man. Thank you for sending in. That was cool. All right. We're going to go past this one and then possibly come back if we have a couple of minutes because we do have we want to respect everybody's time and get their advice to them.
All right, this is G. I would like to have a Dan C beard. Can this beard do it, or should I consider something different?
Okay, all right. And I will hit this question real quick here. I have a big problem now scratching my beard when it's dry at times. How bad should I expect my shedding to be? Your shedding is going to be worse if you're scratching. I would recommend not scratching your beard, but shedding common range is going to be between 5 and 30 hairs a day. Now, some people say, that's ridiculous. You count hairs? Yeah, I actually do. So between 5 and 30 a day would be kind of normal there. But just stop scratching your beard.
Would you recommend maybe a little more oil use?
Yeah,
because
definitely.
oil will definitely help kind of chill out the skin underneath.
Absolutely. Drink more water, too. All right, G. He's got the shirt here, too. The mayor picked up this shirt tonight, so he's got the Beards United. And essentially he's saying, hey, I want the DNC beard, or should I consider something different? And he also messaged after this was posted and said, hey, if you got any additional advice, I'm all ears. Let me know what you think
How far
here.
has he come with us?
Yeah, so cool.
I mean, that's awesome.
So cool. So, in terms of my beard, clearly different coloration, but he's essentially saying, do you think I can get the length, the density, the style there? Mayor, with somebody that sees this beard, sees his beard, do you think that he can get to this
there's
style?
100% of a reason to go and grow towards that and see what happens. You're using a little bit higher heat than Dan does right now where it's at, but also you don't have the gravity going for you. You don't have that length. So I would say it's definitely worth a shot, but I would have the expectation of it's going to be what it's going to be. But if you continue keeping those clean lines, it's going to be amazing no matter what it turns out.
Yeah, man. And we have not said this tonight at all, but G, just keep growing. We're going to find out exactly what it's going to look like as you keep going right now. And then he also said, do you have any advice, anything to add on here? I got nothing. You are dialed in. You're purposeful. It looks clean. That is a great, great beard, man. Great beard. And I love what Bill said here. At this point, time and small cleanup trims along the way. Ding, ding, ding. Absolutely spot on. Looks great, man. Thank you for sending in, G. Love the shirt, too. Thanks for supporting Sam C's shop.
This is Brecken F. It has been about a month or so since I was originally featured on Beard Advice Live. Since then, my beard journey has seemingly been going great. The following pictures show my current length and the style about 6 months of beard growth. Since the last time I was featured, I turned 19 years old, so this is what I'm working with at the moment. I've only had one issue of late, and that is the mustache. I have been trying to tame it and get a good bulkiness to it, but it will not work for me. Just seems like it keeps on looking bad, but it might just be in my head. If there's any advice there, or if you guys have any other comments or advice about something else, I would greatly appreciate it.
All right. Awesome comment here. I'm late, but the mayor is looking like a boss.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah, lots of mayor compliments tonight, as well deserved. Well deserved.
It's the haircut.
All right, Brecken.
Look how good he's doing.
Yeah, man. So he was, I think, worried about like his neckline before, his thickness, his density, and he's just looking for a checkup, right? Just looking.
Yep. Routine physical.
Yeah.
Beardical.
Mayor, hit him.
Okay, so your main discussion was the mustache, and from where you were to now, it is so much better. You can't fix everything right like in a month, basically, and it's just gonna be about getting the length. And are you gonna be able to train it? I don't know. You might just have to, if you want a big bushy beard, it might just be a matter of just keeping that clean line. Once it kind of grows back in, it's gonna be a little while, but you need these guys to kind of the middle just right there to give it a little more length, and they might stay. Don't think of it like as trimming each hair, but trimming kind of a good line or not at all. And you asked about training. It doesn't hurt to train at any point in time, but I think it's a little early to worry too much that it's going to give you much results.
Yeah, looks great, man. You're clearly on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, this is Angus M. Since I forgot when my exact year date is, I'm declaring it on December 2nd, so that's tomorrow. My birthday. I can't believe it's been 2 years. I'm 2 years shy of the big 6-0, hence this yearly update. It's been a while since my last update, maybe last spring, late spring or early summer. I've basically been letting my beard grow, which I think is a bit slow. Recently, I switched to the 10,000 milligram biotin tablets from the 5,000 milligram version. Recently, I did that one. I continue to blow dry, heat aided with a Chicago comb, a small round brush, and a Kent comb for the stash area. Also, I have abandoned the bald and beautiful look for attempting to grow out a pompadour. Anyway, I'm happy with the results, but I'm planning to let it grow for a long while. Please hand out some constructive tips.
Okay. Awesome, man.
Wow.
And Angus, I love that you're going for that pompadour. I think that you got the style going on, man. You absolutely are crushing it with the style. The hair, the glasses, the earrings, the beard. Looks fantastic. Only thing that I would start off by offering is we do have a dip along the jawline. That could be natural, that could be from a mask, but it's likely because of grooming. So I would just look at address how you're grooming. When you're combing, don't press in along that jawline, kind of ride it back out again. Let the tool do the work, don't work the tool. And that, if you can do that consistently over time, you're gonna have less and less stress on that area and less waves. And then also just remember the term I've repeated a couple times tonight, heat plus tension equals direction. Well, you want to direct where you want those hairs to go. That would be the only thing. And you could rock it right now, no problem, man. Nobody in the world would say anything about that, but you wanted that constructive criticism and feedback. If this was my beard, I'm just going to kind of go after that wave along the jawline.
Yeah, you said you have a Chicago comb. Get in the habit. I have one by where I sit and watch TV, and I just kind of work that jawline, and I get a feel for it, so that I can bring the hair out, and it does. Without me knowing it, just running that thing through, I don't think you can do it too many times. And it does kind of work that natural, that jawline dip. And like Dan said, don't push so hard when you're coming down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And yeah, Molly's right, man. Hair looks really, really good, Angus.
Pompadour is like the style.
It's in. I can't do it because I don't like products in my hair. I only wear sea salt spray. Because I sweat a lot and it like makes me break out. I've tried every pomade, everything, and I just don't like the feel of it. It's like I don't like balm. I just can't do it. Luckily, I wear hats a lot. I'm a married man, and I don't worry too much about my head hair.
Dan C. Mayer and all of you responsible for
Daniel
the hair
M. Thanks for
on
sending
my
it.
face. This is Daniel M. My barber is out with a broken leg for another 1 to 2 months.
Woo.
I am way overdue for a trim. It had reached a point where I had Sam make me a T-shirt.
I'll show you on the next slide.
Do I trim the bottom edges, cut an inch or two shorter, or do nothing until he returns? Should I use scissors or a trimmer? If I use a trimmer, do I cut the straight into the beard or cut across the bottom horizontally to avoid chipping a hole into it?
Okay. And Jesse, thank you for asking this. If there's questions where we keep talking about something and you don't know what it means, please ask. When you say tension, what are you referring to? Tension in this situation would be something pulling on your beard. So in my case, it is holding a comb as I'm blow drying. The tension comes from me combing. In the mayor's case, it's the tension from the heated brush that's pulling on the hairs. So you need something that is pulling on them, a brush or a comb, while you're applying heat. Great question. All right, so let's see what Daniel's got going on here. All right, so this is his custom shirt from Sam. There's a lot of guys that embrace the Santa role, and then there's some that just like,
Not feeling it.
hey, I don't want every kid running up to me at the mall and being like, Santa. So he straight up has a shirt that says, I'm not Santa. Love it. He helped Sam design it, kind of created that custom shirt there. But this is what we got going on, and it's been really fun to watch the transformation of Daniel, and then for me to be able to talk to him behind the scenes, to watch the transformation of his comfort level. He went from being like, nope, I'm going to be here dialed in, to like, okay, I'm trying it. All right, I think I actually like it. It's been super, super cool.
I can totally relate to that journey.
Yep. And if anybody does want this shirt, you can reach out to Sam, and she will make this. Brian. I bet you get that too, Brian.
He dyes his beard blue, so that this is a shirt's probably a little simpler. Although you can't wear it every day. Well, I guess you could.
Yeah. What is a beard dip? A beard dip is when your beard is going down in a straight direction and then dips in towards your face, towards your neck. Pretty simple. All right, so Daniel, July, September, Movember. Love that he put that in there. Daniel, I am in love with your beard right now, man. I am in love with your beard. It looks amazing.
The line is so clean.
So clean. So full.
You're looking
so
at it,
presentable.
You need to look at it from this far away and then just not look at it anymore. Because I know you're very particular with things being done correctly, I think that the less you do, the better.
Yep.
Until you can get into your person.
Don't look too close, Daniel. Don't overanalyze, man. It looks absolutely fantastic. Do I trim the bottom edges? No. Should I use trimmer? No. Nothing right now. Absolutely nothing right now. I think it looks fantastic. Leo,
I think you'll regret it.
Yeah, who has a similar beard, says, I prefer trimmers. I do prefer trimmers as well. The mayor prefers scissors. So just whatever you're comfortable with. But Daniel, don't, man. I look at this right here. Looking better than ever. I agree. Mm-hmm. His beard is freaking awesome just as is. Yes, looks great. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Mora. Thank you. Don't touch the beard. All right, absolutely. JP's wait until his turns white. Daniel, it looks amazing. Better, I really mean that, better than ever. And this one is not styled, by the way. He wanted me to make sure I noted that. Here's the styled version. And like, this looks fantastic, but I will say that little extra purposefulness makes a difference. Mm-hmm. It really does make a difference.
Weekend versus weekday.
Hey, we did it. We went through, here's Daniel too. I'll do nothing. Someone got bored. Okay, all right. Try many oils. Nice. On point. Looks great. Thank you, guys. Whew, I feel like we ran a marathon on this one tonight.
Last week's show, I didn't even remember. This is another one, but this is great.
Yeah, he didn't even remember. I was like, man,
I do remember. It was just a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
Well, we had vacation. We had, school stuff.
Some big changes, some exciting future things to think about.
Yes. Yeah, we do have some super exciting news coming. Guys, we got all this stuff. Hey, consider joining our Facebook group if you're looking for a supportive area. Just hang out with your bearded buddies and ladies in there as well. And that's the main thing. Check out those videos. If you ever need something, please do not hesitate to reach out to either of us. Contact information is in the description, and we're both on Facebook too. That's kind of like my last resort for communication, but I respond to everybody. Mm-hmm. It's there, exactly. Mary, got anything else for everybody out there tonight?
Hey. Happy December. It's not November anymore. It's still beard season. We're rocking it. Please send in if you have anything. Your questions are the fuel to this vehicle, this car, this Beard Advice Live show. So please don't hesitate to send in. Get the courage. It helps us too.
That's very, very true. If you guys did not get a chance, hit that thumbs up. I think we had some pretty unique advice tonight, from beards going long down to short ones. We got Daniel keeping his beard, all that stuff. I absolutely love it. Mayor, let it grow. Looks great.
Thank you.
He had to get that in there to keep it going. We went from no shave November to don't shave December.
Sounds all right.
So make sure you spread the word, guys. Don't shave December. And it's getting going. It's still beard season. We are just kind of going for it. Why does everyone say going for the Amish look? I hate that more than anything. Why does everyone? I haven't heard that. That's not a common one that I've heard.
People come up to you for that. That's just a lack of experience.
Oh, why do people say that to you? Okay, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Mayor. I just
probably typically it'd be like if your mustache is a little thinner and it looks like more like that, but it's just a ignorance in a way.
Yeah, it's people don't know what to say, and when something's different, it's out of their comfort zone. They feel like they're bonding. Right? What's that dirt on your face? What they just ZZ Top, Duck Dynasty. I genuinely believe it's just their way of trying to talk to you, right? It's just when something's different there. If you had a new haircut style, they're probably going to have something similar to say about the haircut. So, that's just silly. That's just absolutely silly there. Whew. Thank you, guys. Please keep sending in. I'm going to put the banner down at the bottom. It is a pinned comment as well. To send your pictures, your problems, your goals to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We will feature you next week. If you send in before about 8 o'clock next Wednesday, you're going to be on the show. We'll get you perfect. Tonight was about the perfect amount. You guys brought the questions, which is so cool. And I wrote down a video topic. That's one of the reasons why I love this is it's just a continuous cycle. You guys fuel the video ideas. You drive the streams. We can't do this without you. So sincerely, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for participating, even if you just watch. Some people I know drive, right? Like Adam, he's in a truck and plays it podcast style. That's fantastic. We appreciate you guys as well. Mayor, final words.
Have a great one, guys. We'll see you here next week on Beard Advice Live.
All right, guys. Take care. See you on Friday. Beard review. And then, we'll be back here next week.